What's going on, everybody? This is a segment from the Nerdgasm Talk podcast. If you like podcasts, well, why don't you come join us as the crew gets silly and Philly while we sit to talk about the latest in comics, games, movies, and all things pop culture. You guys can listen to our whole show on all the podcasts apps. We're on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, wherever you guys get your podcasts from. And make sure you guys also support the channel by subscribing to the Nerd Coalition Studios. And for the gaming needs, make sure you subscribe to Nerd Coalition Level Up. This is the Nerd Coalition. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. And now, feel the Nerdgasm. San Diego Comic-Con happened this weekend. And since we got the strike going on, there are no actors there to promote no movies. There's no studios there to talk about what's coming out. Any of that. Because the strike affects all that. So, we didn't get no updates or new trailers or anything like that of things that's not, the things that scheduled still come out. We talked about it already. It's going to still come out. But we ain't get none of that stuff. So Ed Boon rubbed his hands together like Birdman and said, well, guess who's going to take over this year? It's going to be me. So, what did it? Mortal Kombat 1 had a panel where Ed Boon was already saying, we're going to show off 3 trailers. And we got a new trailer, the Mortal Kombat 1 Yugami trailer, which featured, because he gave us a hint of some guy in 3D glasses, like, oh, for those who know, that's 3D era characters coming back. So we got a look at some 3D era characters that's returning, and we got the Kombat Pack reveal, the first Kombat Pack 1, who's going to be the DLC for Mortal Kombat 1. And not only that, we have a Johnny Cage movie, Mortal Kombat Legends Cage Match, coming out. So you already know I was excited for that.
I'm sorry, a what?
Yeah, Mortal Kombat. First of all, are you familiar with the Mortal Kombat animated series, like movies?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the first one they had was Scorpion's Revenge. Awesome movie. The second one they had was Battle of the Realms. Terrible movie. So now they got Mortal Kombat Legends Cage Match. It's a Johnny Cage only movie.
Lord.
So, you still will be there? You still will be there, Q?
I'm with you. Yeah, no, I'm with you.
Oh, God, I was about to say, did you faint? Like
Johnny Cage.
Yeah.
Johnny Cage.
So, that's what we get. So, but first off, we're going to have to talk about the trailer. So, they revealed that returning one of the highest requested characters from the 3D era. Not saying it was one of my highly requested characters, but one of the most highly requested characters from the 3D era was Li Mei, who is making her return to this game. They revealed her. They revealed Tanya. And they revealed for the 3D era Darius, who some people call Darius. It don't matter. I was like, I had to stop myself from saying the N word. I was like, yo, that is it back in the game? As a cameo fighter? Oh, so, okay.
I don't know no Darius.
Okay.
Who nephew was that?
Okay. I can see I'm the Mortal Kombat guy on this part of the section of the podcast here.
Well, I'm about to Google him. Who is this? Who this Blade looking? What's my man from Tekken? Raven?
So,
who is this?
I couldn't stand Darius. Okay, Darius was corny. Okay, Darius was just like.
No, he was corny.
It was like a mixture of like Jax and Johnny Cage and Cyrax. I was just like, ew. He was just lazy, and I was just like, the movements. It felt like Darius felt like a creature character where I was taking moves from my favorite characters and putting them in there. I was like, some of these 3D era guys is terrible. There is no way in hell I thought Darius was going to make a return.
Oh man, Darius is giving me where my hug at energy. He's giving me where my hug at energy. Sure.
Yes, I was like, look, I'm all for fighting for my black people, but I'm like, I don't care because there was two people. There was 2 people that when they announced this game, they said cameo fighters. So we're going to be celebrating the 30 years of Mortal Kombat. I said, shit. I think I know what they're going to do. I said, there's 2 guys that I do not want and do not care about. That's Darius and Cobra. And for those who don't know who Cobra is, Cobra was Mortal Kombat's version to Ken. And I was just like, I don't need Cobra. I don't need Cobra. I don't need Darius. And I would I was just like, wow, welcome surprise. So if y'all watch the trailer, when Tanya was doing the fight, you see this black guy come out there and help her through the throw and run back. And then when she wins, she's posing with her, and the joint got his arms up for him. It's like, Darius. Like,
maybe he's an Ed Boon favorite.
Stop that. I want you to raise your mouth. Wash your mouth out with soap right now. So, to go out list, so they Lee May returns. Here's the thing. Was I a big Lee May fan? Not really. I mean, before the community come out there and try to kill me, I didn't think she was bad. She had like that Crouching Tiger kind of fighting style back during Deadly Alliance was her first appearance. Then she had that Electra type bandana in Deception, and then she came back from Armageddon, and then everyone said, "I'm done with 3D," and went back to the 2D. And I was like, thank God. So we haven't seen them characters, but now seeing her come back, I was like, okay, now I want to see how these 3D characters can interact in this kind of place that everyone has going on. And when I seen the trailer, I was like, okay, for what I've seen, I still feel like I can see more. I liked her fatality. I thought it was showmanship, to say the least. But I thought like the model looked good. I thought the fighting style looked good and all that. So I know y'all not too familiar with Lee May. No,
I've never seen her before.
Yeah.
So nah, not at all.
So
I know she was getting her ass beat in this trailer though. I was like, is this supposed to be part of the game? Is this supposed to make me want to play with her?
Let me ask y'all. So when it comes to y'all Mortal Kombat history, right? Where did y'all start at? Q, I'll start with you. Like where did you start at when it came to your Mortal Kombat history?
So I don't know. However, what I can remember, no, because I started early, but I don't know which Mortal Kombat it was. I just know I think it was on 64. Okay. See, that's what I'm saying. So from
that's rough.
what I can remember, I started at like, I'm gonna say Deadly Alliance.
Damn, but you started with her debut, and you remember Lee May?
No, I just remember what's my man Kenshi having a lightsaber or something.
Yes, my man was looking for the swords. I got you, but the one you probably thinking of was probably Mortal Kombat Trilogy on 64. What about you, Lady Sketch?
The movie, the first one.
95.
Yes, I did not grow up in a okay, I can't say I didn't grow up in a house where we didn't have gaming systems, because I did, but my mama was not going out and buying Mortal Kombat.
Okay.
So my first exposure to it was the movie. I can't remember when I first played it. It would have to be like I went to my cousin's house and they had it.
Well, then you probably got a rude awakening if you saw the movie and then saw what the actual game looked like.
Yeah, for sure. But yes, I remember seeing the movie first, and then it had to be 64. It had to be.
Okay.
Because it wasn't in my house.
Gotcha. Well, yeah, Lee May is a fan favorite, and especially one of the most requested from the 3D era. So I am glad to see her back.
Why did her ass be so bad in this trailer? These are questions that need answers.
There have been fans that were saying like, "Hey, I need to see a little bit more Lee May moveset because, she beat Raid up a little bit." Yeah.
I mean, like she turned that man's head into a firework. However, the rest of it.
Beforehand, she was getting cooked.
Tossed like a rag doll.
Yeah. Before I go into the main one of the main talking points, Baraka is back, which is AKA Mortal Kombat's Jobber, Resident Jobber. But I like Baraka. I like using Baraka. I can't remember a time where Baraka was like back-to-back games where it wasn't collection games, such as I remember he was in Mortal Kombat 2. Did he miss Mortal Kombat 3? But he made Trilogy. But then he was in Mortal Kombat Gold. But then he was in Deception. Then Armageddon was a collection. Then 9, missed 10. Came back at 11. Now 12. Now 1. I'm like, I like using Baraka. I ain't gonna lie to you. Ugly ass son of a bitch. But
he's kind of rough to look at.
But now I like how they are taking instead of cartoon like a race of creatures. It's actually like a virus, like a disease, kind of like some Last of Us type shit.
Yeah, I was about to say it was definitely giving that vibe.
Yeah, so
some Resident Evil type.
This is how like Melina's going to get sick. I'm just like, oh, story time. I'm curious to see how this is going to go. So, but Rocco like he will give problems, and I'm actually excited to see him. But then we get my girl Tanya. Tanya is returning now. Tanya, for those who don't know, her first appearance was in Mortal Kombat 4, and after Mortal Kombat 4, she returned in Mortal Kombat Deception. Then she came back in Mortal Kombat X, and then now she's back here in Mortal Kombat 1. And I was like, look, I was like, Tanya's fight. So was I a big Tanya fan in all these Mortal Kombat games? I was just like, no, but I was cool seeing the black girl.
See, okay,
go ahead.
I was just gonna say, because I have been hearing y'all talk about how people was upset, and I'm just like, still, she don't. I'm not gonna say she's not black, obviously, but I'm like, what is the outrage besides the normal outrage?
So, okay, so obviously people have been having problems with Tanya and saying that she was ugly, and like Q-Flow pointed out when we was talking off air, that they keep showing the thing in like mid talk and the angling, and it's just like nobody kind of look good mid talk.
Nobody looks good talking at that angle.
But also, I do just want to address this because people are assholes. Throughout the years in animation, I've actually was doing research for this topic, seeing a couple of people who are writers for animation stuff like that, of how in animation, especially all the years back, if you have a different character of color, it would be more like just a palette cleanser, but they'd be so ambiguous.
They'd be ambiguously
ambiguous to the point. It's just like, okay, yeah, she got the skin, but is she really though? Can she be something else also? Or in my mind, can she be something?
She colored, basically.
Yeah, it's something like that. But now, as these games have evolved, as NetherRealm Studios has they're using the Unreal Engine and they're bringing features out on people. Mm-hmm. 'Cause I've heard some people say, unfortunately, talk about how Lee May looks ugly and Tanya looks ugly, and I liked it back in the days when my women look like women. I seen that comment, and I'm sitting thinking like, now,
so bad.
So I was like, now Lee May is Chinese, okay, and that is what she's giving off. Yeah. And Tanya has always been black.
I'm just confused. I'm like, look like women how? Like,
and if y'all both look at pictures of Tanya and Lee May from Mortal Kombat 4 or Deadly Alliance or Deception, you can see how they looked back then, and it was just like, it's just a woman, Yeah. What is the woman going to be? You don't know, but it's a woman. You know what I'm saying? But now, since the features are growing and people are changing it, and obviously we're getting more into what the culture, what people look like, I think people could be uncomfortable with that. And it's like, what, me personally, I'm just like saying, with the way her hair looks and things like that.
Now that is unambiguously black. The hair.
Yeah.
Tanya is.
Yes.
But I'm like, what do y'all expect them to look like? Nobody in this game is like strikingly gorgeous unless you belong to the Cage clan over there. I'm confused.
Jackie Briggs.
And to be honest with you, I'm not even gonna go harder because I'm like, right now, y'all, we getting these trailers like that from early builds. Mm-hmm. This thing don't come out until September 18th. They had this like this before with Injustice and all that stuff like that, and to the point where when the game comes out, they have polished things up like, oh, that looks pretty good. But right now, to help sell this game, we're gonna take some of that kind of early footage type stuff, and then we're gonna have to help sell it to you guys and like that. And I just think, I was like, all these conversations is just mad unfortunate, which takes away from the beauty of the trailer.
Yeah,
and the beauty of the gameplay of it. Well, yeah, because people are assholes. That's just the way it is. But now I just found this Mortal Kombat podcast. I'm like, right up my alley, right? And they were talking, and these guys were talking about how they changed Tanya's moveset, and they didn't like Tanya because they did speak out on the stuff about the way her look was, and call people out for making those kind of comments and things like that because it's unnecessary. But they was more pissed about the moveset because now, like I said, I'm not a Tanya player.
Yeah, so I'm not familiar with her moveset.
Yeah.
She does rock. She throw rocks.
She don't what?
I'm sorry.
Isn't Tanya the rock? She's the rock one, isn't she?
No, that's Tremor you're thinking of.
Oh.
I was about to
bad.
say, like, wait, what happened?
I thought she threw rocks. My fault.
Everybody, Q4 plays Tekken, okay? So it's all good.
Facts. Yo, let's talk about, man, where's my Steve Fox trailer? Never mind. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm about to say, look, whenever Tekken 8 decide to release a trailer for y'all, you know what I'm saying, we'll be here. At least another one, you know.
Well, they did already.
Yeah, I was just saying some more. I don't even know when this game coming out. This is like, question mark Tekken 8. So, I'm just saying.
Oh, excuse me.
I'm just saying, but still, yeah. But no, she, Tanya, like she has, I don't know all my weapons, by name of what she has, but I'm just like, this is not how I remember playing Tanya, and sometimes I know they was making arguments of how NetherRealm Studios puts a lot of unnecessary weapons in these characters' hands that don't really need weapons. And I was like, okay, yeah, I can understand that.
Maybe it's to make it more accessible for the folks who can't really play.
I mean,
and that
you can't get more. You can't get as more accessible than NetherRealm. To be honest with you,
I said no. That's no shade or anything, but I have played against and been in a room with folks who they rather have somebody who has a staff, a fan, something, and that's accessible.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
So I don't want to say no about that, but I was just like, hey, look, I'm enjoying it, and I'm saying and celebrate that. I'm like, shit, bring the black people up in the game. We see what Garrus looked like the last game. I'm telling you, Garrus was a bodyguard. Everyone went to the club one day was just like, I think I can use you.
I'm dead.
Can I use your likeness?
No.
Sure. And you know what I'm saying? That's not what happened.
I mean, look,
find that urban youth.
Stop it.
Okay.
I mean, it's cool now looking at like seeing trailers and stuff like this come out to see how far the game has come.
Exactly. Yeah.
From when we started playing it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like I'm not gonna complain about how anybody looks because my God.
I'm about to say we've been riding on Jack's coattails for how many years? I'm just saying. We was riding on Jackson maybe Jay coattails for how many years?
Oh, yeah.
So like, ain't damn right. Bring Ty up in there. I'm hyped for it. And you know what else I'm hyped for? That Kombat pack trailer. Which, let's just be real. We all got leaked for it, but the leaks end up being right. Because at first, when they said Homeland's going to be part of COD, I'm just like, ew.
Yeah, no thanks.
Ew. I don't want that at all. And I was just like, oh, snap. Is it going to be like he part of COD but not Mortal Kombat? But no. We getting Omni-Man, Peacemaker, Homelander.
This is so interesting.
Quan Chi, Ermac, and Takeda.
My boy is back.
See what I'm saying? Everybody was feeling and they said, you don't want to bring back all these combat kids, but bring back Takeda. And look, my son already met Toro, so I can't see Cage. Look, they ain't born yet. That never happened. So they probably gonna be cameos, but they're not gonna be in that base roster. So say goodbye to them. But they was begging for Takeda in the last game. I really enjoyed him in Mortal Kombat X. So seeing him come back, I don't know what the story's gonna be like with Takeda, but but I was just like, oh, absolutely. I would like Takeda. I actually do like Quan Chi a little bit just to see Quan Chi back, and I want to see how he finishes the story. But come on now, Omni-Man. Have y'all watched Invincible?
I unfortunately have not seen all of Invincible.
Invincible is amazing. Sorry, I didn't mean to say.
Everybody that
is amazing.
Says Invincible is amazing.
It's incredible.
A wild ass show, but they all say it's good.
Preach Q.
It's incredible. It's incredible. And I listened to the entire run, like the manga run. So it only gets. I mean, I said the manga. It is not an anime. The comic book run.
Yeah.
And it gets worse, in a good way.
Well, I was because season 2 about to start in November, and it got Stephen Yang. It got.
Sounds like good timing.
Yeah,
they got Peter.
Sazi Beats. Now here's the thing. The funny thing is, I was actually trying. I was talking to Late Sketch over when I was at work today. I'm not. It's not her fault or anything like that. But I was like, she don't really watch any of the animated stuff. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, yo, I be really trying to get her into the animated stuff because, Q4, please tell her the animated stuff be fire.
Mm-hmm.
It be some great storytelling, and I understand people sometimes vibe more with live action than you do animation. I get that.
Honestly, at this point, I just I vibe with sounds more than physical, like pictures. I really don't make it a point to sit down and watch shows like that as much as I used to.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm willing to give it a shot because I've heard it's really good.
It's only 8 episodes on Amazon Prime, and it's just like, hey, you've seen the shitty version of Superman over in The Boys. Check out the shitty version of Superman in Invincible. He's really shitty.
I mean...
And he's voiced by J.K. Simmons, who's going to be voicing him in the game.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so I can't wait to see that. Peacemaker, John Cena finds he like, video games is my year this year.
He's doing all the stuff.
He is really doing it.
Was just like, wrestling, who needs it?
Yeah, seriously, y'all need me. You know what I'm saying? Because Cena's in there. I'm pretty sure Cena's going to voice that and use his likeness in that game. And then there's Homelander. And I'm sorry, I'm going to reference some finish here. I think Homelander's going to suck ass.
Yo, that's what I was saying. Everybody's like, oh man, Homelander and Omni-Man, they're going to be the same. And I'm like, well, not necessarily. One knows how to fight and the other one's Homelander. So
yeah, I was just about to say that because honestly, if you think about all the stuff that happens, if you've watched The Boys, Homelander he don't be doing nothing.
He really almost got his ass kicked in that last episode of the previous season.
And when I say don't be doing nothing, I mean he's not out here doing hand-to-hand combat with folks.
Yeah, no. He's going to be a zoner at best.
They going to have to make that man up a moveset. He going to have the 5 moves to do.
No, he going to have that. He going to have, for those who play Injustice 2, he going to be Darkseid.
Oh, Jesus.
Darkseid was a zoner, and people hate Darkseid, playing against Darkseid. Even time I be using Darkseid against my son, he be like, oh, Darkseid, you know, that kind of crap. So that's why I see Homelander going to be. He going to be eye lasers, push your back, fly over you, eye lasers,
that
super
was
breath.
Literally the first thing I thought. I was like, this man is going to be zapping everybody with the eye lasers the whole time. And I was like, I understand why y'all would put him in because he's Homelander.
Yeah.
But I'm like,
because he's Homelander.
Could we have done anybody else?
Oh, now, hold on. I was just about to bring that up real quick. What do y'all think? Because it's going to be 2 or 3 more combat packs.
Okay.
So, if we go by the pattern, because everyone's starting from, let's go with Mortal Kombat X. Mortal Kombat X, we had, was it 2 or 3 combat packs, and then he had the horror theme for the guest characters, and then Injustice, he came out. We had 3 combat packs for that, and then when it came to Mortal Kombat 11, we had 3 combat packs. So it's just going to be like a 3. The combat pack one's always the one that comes out that you got to get. That's going to sell. We're going to get 2 more. Usually with that, we always get about 1 or 2 more guest characters. For Mortal Kombat 11, we were introduced. The guest characters at the first combat pack was Spawn, Terminator, Joker, and I think, those are the 3. Huh?
You talking about Mortal Kombat X?
11.
Oh, 11.
Because X was Alien and Jason and
all that.
And Predator. I miss Predator. So and then the next combat pack we got RoboCop, Shiva, and RoboCop, Shiva, and God, who was that one? Fujin. And then the last one we got Melina, RoboCop, and God, somebody else.
Nightwolf.
Nightwolf was part of the first combat pack.
Oh.
Yeah. So, but we still got the guest characters. So I'm thinking with these guest characters coming, like we got like some Deadly Heroes type theme going on here. Do y'all have any idea who y'all think or would like to see in the other combat packs when they get released? Cause I already have one in mind that I think they're gonna do.
Who's yours? Because I'm curious.
Okay. Hold on.
Oh, you told me
I'm trying to think. Ooh, who'll be cool? Damn, I don't know. But see, man, if we could get Blade, that'd be crazy.
Yeah, but
and I'm only saying that because we entering comic book realm now with Peacemaker, but I doubt it.
Not gonna allow that.
Yeah,
Marvel ain't gonna allow that. The first one that came to my mind when I seen the theme of like Omni-Man and Homeland, so that I was like John Wick.
Oh, that would be cool.
Nah.
What?
Nah.
Why?
Are you saying no, like you don't want him, or no, you don't think that's gonna happen?
I don't want him.
You would want John Wick in a Mortal Kombat game where he fits in perfectly?
Nah.
Wow.
Nah, not at all.
So, okay, how about Judge Dredd?
I'll take Dredd.
But you won't.
Why don't you want John Wick? These are questions that it answers.
Because Cyberpunk probably suck.
First of all, Cyberpunk is on the greatest resurrection of a video game I've ever seen in my life.
Shouldn't have to be a resurrection if it came out first, came out strong.
If it came out the right way, yeah, of course. But they didn't. But they are. This is the best resurgence I've seen in a video game if ever. I mean, John Wick is like he's a gun fu type guy, like.
And that would be awesome in Mortal Kombat.
Not really. No.
They're handing out weapons. I mean.
Not really.
I honestly, I think it's either going to be Judge Dredd or John Wick. That's why I think for guest characters wise, huh?
Yeah, I said Dredd would be cold.
Yeah, character wise,
I think he'd be like a RoboCop type boy, but I don't know, man.
He can move better than RoboCop.
Yeah, of course.
RoboCop.
He's RoboCop with mobility.
Yeah.
Damn. I don't know, man.
I know it's not gonna happen, but old girl, what's her name?
Old girl, do you know me? Old girl
from The Boys.
Queen Maeve.
Is it Stormfront or is?
You mean?
What's her name? What's her name?
Stormfront. You mean the racist one?
Yes.
No, they're not doing that.
No, because I want to be her ass. I want her to game so.
See, Lady Sketch, you on the same type time I'm on because Homelander catching every fatality. He gonna be my fatality test number.
Yeah.
He getting the firework joint from the trailer.
It's a Homelander gonna get.
I don't need her to be just give me one go. You know, back in the day we used to say throw me a box. I want her. I want the smoke.
I'm gonna disrespect Homelander so bad. I'm gonna just have Darius the cameo fighter beat all. Just call Darius out. Let him get beat by Darius. I ain't gonna touch him.